oldest known mead recipe. Oldest known mead recipe. Hey, Derek, come here. Come on.
What's up, man?
Look. The oldest known mead recipe.
That sounds cool.
We gotta make this. An ancient mead recipe from the 60 BCE.
Hey, we should make a video on this.
Let's do it. Warning. Never ever try to reproduce this recipe using methods described. Wild fermentation is never advisable. If you are lucky, you will simply get very, very ill. If not, death or fates worse than death could await those foolish enough to drink a fermented beverage which is fermented in the open air.
Not true. That's impossible.
Almost everybody should be dead.
They actually made a whole book about that. Make Mead Like a Viking. It's a good book. Available on Amazon. Go check it out. This whole book is about wild fermentations.
In the open air?
In the open air. And we've only had fermentation, like, as we know it now, for a couple of months. For, like, the other millions of years of history, people drank wild fermented beer and mead and wine.
Well, I mean, in this guy's defense, maybe he doesn't want someone to die and then sue him for it and stuff like that. It is the internet.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah. We should have a disclaimer in all of our videos.
Yeah, we should. So anti-disclaimer. Wild fermentation is not a bad thing. Millions of people have done it all throughout history. People do today, and it's just fine.
Hey, let's prove it. Let's make it and see what happens.
I don't want to do a wild fermentation.
Yeah.
It's way too much work and effort. Like, so much stuff can go wrong.
Didn't he have something in here about
it's on Reddit.
Aged spring water?
It's on Reddit.
Yeah, the link in the description down below.
look at the Reddit thing. Curie moderator. So he also disagrees with one disclaimer about death resulting from wild fermented products.
Sounds ridiculous.
Oh yeah, it's probably just a standard. If you get sick, I told you not to. Legal disclaimer. Okay, I guess that kind of makes sense. It's illegal.
That's exactly
It's
what
illegal.
I said.
Toasty Party says that this is not the oldest known mead recipe. The oldest known mead recipe is at least 8K AD.
So this guy's from the future.
That's like 6,000 years in the future. The oldest recipe hasn't even been invented yet.
So what happened is we nuke ourselves in the future, and then we start all over again, and he's talking about that future.
Oh, so it's like a parallel time link.
There you go.
Oh, like time cop.
Yeah,
like time cop.
So he must be talking from that dimension.
Toasty Party is from the future. Can you really die from wild fermentables? I can just see a little kid, like a little 3-year-old, like, Daddy, can you really die from wild fermentables?
No, sir. No.
No, you cannot die. Well,
I guess you could, but
I guess you
it
can.
would look really bad. And you just go, don't drink that.
You can die from wild fermentables in the same way that you can die from like vending machine related accidents. Like it happens, but it's just not a thing.
Yeah, what if you open the soda pop and it hits you in the head just right?
Here is a recipe. Take rainwater kept for several years and mix a sextarius of this water with a pound of honey. What's a sextarius?
I do believe I looked it up, and it's like a pint, but it's a Roman.
It's a Roman pint.
It's a Roman measurement, but it's basically a pint.
So, 1 pint and 1 pound of gallon of honey. 1 pound of honey. That's an unbelievable. How many pints in a gallon? Like 8?
Yeah, it's 8 pints per gallon.
So 1 gallon of water, 8 pounds of honey.
That sounds like a lot of honey.
That's ridiculous.
Let's try it.
That's ridiculous.
I don't think we might not use that much.
For a weaker mead, mix a sextarius of water with 9 ounces of honey. The whole is exposed to the sun for 40 days and then left on a shelf near the fire. If you have no rainwater, then boil spring water. So you basically just mix a little bit of water, a whole lot of honey, let it out in the sun for 40 days, put it on a shelf by the fire, and you're good to go.
So if you get bottled spring water, why would you need to boil it?
I don't know. We're just gonna use tap water.
That's fine.
At some point it gets right.
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Nein! Was alles soll ich von diesen Judenschweinen noch ertragen? Ich schlachten meine Männer ab wie Fliegen. Kennen Sie schon das neueste Gerücht, das ihr in Ihrem angstgetriebenen Wahn verbreiten? Der meine Männer mit einem Prügel totschlägt, den man Bärenjude nennt, soll ein Golem sein.
Das ist doch Soldatentratsch. Kein Mensch glaubt wirklich, dass der Bärenjude ein Golem ist.
Und wenn doch, die schlüpfen uns doch ständig durch die Finger wie Gespenster, die nach Belieben erscheinen und verschwinden können. Sie wollen beweisen, dass sie aus Fleisch und Blut sind. Dann bringen Sie mir. Ich werde sie nackt an ihren Füßen am Eiffelturm aufhängen.
The oldest mead recipe in the world. We're not gonna do it just like that. Like, I don't really have any desire to do a wild fermentation. It's a lot of work and a lot of room for error. So we're just gonna pitch Premier Block yeast. And we need to mix that with, we're gonna go ahead and use some proper nutrients, just because we're good like that. But we're gonna ferment this in the sunshine. We're gonna mix our 1 sextarian of water and 1 pound of honey. We're gonna add some nutrients, pitch our yeast, and we're gonna leave it in the sunshine.
For 6 months?
40 days.
6 months.
It's
gonna smooth it out.
It probably will. We're actually gonna ferment this in the sunlight for 40 days, and then we're gonna put it on a shelf by the fire.
For how long?
It doesn't say, it just says put on a shelf by the fire. I actually have left over from some previous adventures, some geisha sticks and some honeybush tea. This is actually part of a YouTube brew recipe. Go to www.youtubebrew.com for the easiest way to make mead. But I kind of want to use these, so we're going to add these to the mead also, without ridiculous amount of honey.
I don't know. We may wing that. We may not have to use that much honey.
That's a lot of honey.
That's a lot of honey.
Let's just do a gallon of water and 4 pounds of honey. Half what they say. So let's just do that.
Okay, let's try it. Let's see what.
Let's do it. Okay.
See what it turns out.
So let's get to it. First thing is first, mixing this with GoFerm.
Oh,
You didn't say, oh my gosh, I told you don't.
this is not working.
Let's put our nutrients in there. This is pretty wise of me, huh? I got all my nutrients and pre-measured them into like a big giant stack of these. 1 for pitch, 1 for add. It's 1 pitch and 2 adds. So, as you can tell, the original recipe calls for mixing honey and water, putting it in the sun and leaving it there for 40 days. We're kind of digressing from that original recipe a little bit. We're gonna ferment this in the sunlight. I'm gonna put this in my window, which gets about 16 hours of sunlight a day in the summer months or whatever. And it's gonna ferment right there. We're gonna see if that sun makes any difference with the fermentation. And then when we drink this, we can say this is the oldest mead recipe with a bunch of crap. So I've heard that Tej is a wonderful, wonderful beverage. I made it once, but I screwed it up. So I want to try it again. So we're going to add 15 grams of honeybush tea. And then 15 grams of geisha sticks. Tej is a traditional Ethiopian mead. You actually drink it out of funny looking glasses. This is a traditional Tej glass. I'm not sure what it's for, but its purpose is to keep the flies out. Because it's Ethiopia, you got flies all over the place and stuff.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's pretty cool, huh? Anti-fly glass. Okay, let's shoot, I think we're about done. What do you think? Let's add our yeast to it.
All right.
Now, before we go, I want to show you one more thing. Chris and Estes from the Discord sent me a video. He fermented in a beer in a barrel, a wooden barrel.
Oh, yeah.
But instead of pulling the plug out to take a sample, he nailed a hole into the bottom and drained it out like that. And then when his glass was full, he put a nail back in the hole. Isn't that an amazing way of doing it?
It's a very cool way of doing it.
I want to see if that works.
That's a small bit. Is that going to be a big enough hole?
I don't think so. Aren't you gonna get bits of wood in your whatever it is though?
It adds the flavor.
Oh, bits of wood is a good thing. It ain't working.
So he made it back in April, so... Oh, there it goes.
Oh, it just took a minute. That's a tiny stream.
It doesn't work. It doesn't matter. It's working.
Yeah, it's getting the job done.
Maybe, well, the video's kind of...
Smells good. Smells good.
Is it a beer?
I think it's yeah, it's beer. Oh.
I wish I could smell it.
Me too. It won't be too long before videos come with like smells, dude.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Well, there goes the audio for this video.
Yeah.
No, we're good. No, it's good. We'll give Eric and Derek something to edit. And Bo.
He's holding that knife like that.
Hey, I want...
like it's a weapon. Like I'm coming. I'm gonna get you.
Man, where did you get the barrel from? I kind of want to do that now.
I want a barrel.
I want to age something in a barrel just to see how it turns out.
Just so you can bust a hole in the bottom.
Dude, just for that.
And it goes.
My next Oktoberfest is going to be in a barrel.
That's freaking genius, man.
That's wonderful.
Isn't that genius?
I love that. That's so cool. Eric! What are you doing?
I'm punching a hole in my cardboard like Chris did.
You can't do that. You're going to shatter it if you do it there. You got to go much lower. Go like right here.
Oh, right.